Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to A Writer's Corner. Today, we are going to talk about elements of a romance novel. And why? Because romance is in the air. My name is Lysa Shimkus, and I am a mom of two who went from teaching to lifing. I enjoy writing, reading, crafting, and learning. My channel is here to help you learn and grow through the use of books and writing, and to help you make your writing dreams come true. Romance novels, though cliche and predictable to an extent, are actually pretty hard to write. And that's because in order to be considered a romance novel, there are certain elements that must occur. Now, I have an article on my blog called How to Write a Romance Novel Using the Hallmark Movie Method that I would actually link below for you guys to go and read. And if you want, I can turn that into a video someday in the future too. Back to this video, let's talk about these elements that make a novel a romance novel. But first, what's a romance novel? Romance is a genre that focuses on one main thing, the relationship between two characters. Easy peasy, put two characters in a room together, have them interact, and by the end of the novel, they have learned to love one another. However, if you're considering writing a romance novel or you're currently working on one, there are key elements that you must include in your novel. Let's look at those elements now. 1. The meet cute. The meet cute is exactly as it sounds. It's a first time meeting between the two characters. And I say cute, but it may not necessarily be cute. It may be awkward or even forced. Examples would be when Lizzie and Darcy meet for the first time in Pride and Prejudice at a ball. It's extremely awkward. In The Name Drop, Elijah and Jessica meet for the first time at the airport, and they literally run into each other, causing all of Jessica's stuff to spill out of her bag, including her emergency panties. Probably a situation when many of us would rather die than live with. And in Mr. Gardner and the Governess, Alice, the new governess, runs into Rupert in the gardens and thinks that he is another staff member. It's actually pretty cute. 2. Doomed destiny. In the beginning, the main character and the secondary character, or the love interest, are doomed to be together, even if they don't want to be. They may have to collaborate on a work project, tag along with others who insist that they all hang out, or attend the same party. Basically, they cannot get out of this situation and they're doomed to be together. Using the previous examples, in Pride and Prejudice, Lizzie's older sister is actually courted by Darcy's best friend. Now, Lizzie and Darcy cannot get out of that situation nor avoid each other. In The Name Drop, Elijah and Jessica actually take on the same internship at the same company. Try as they may to avoid each other, they actually have to work together. And in Mr. Gardner and the Governess, the two characters must work together to create a scientific article. And neither characters want to miss out on this opportunity because it allows them to showcase their skill sets to the public. 3. Fun and games. This element is exactly as it sounds. The characters get to have fun. Okay, it may not be so fun for the characters, but it's really enjoyable for the readers. This is where the characters get to know each other more as they work together. They also start to see the good qualities in the other person. Their relationship actually starts to go uphill even if the games aren't all that fun, such as collaborating on a work project or volunteering at an event that they did not sign up for. 4. All is lost. This is where the relationship fails. The breakup. The fun and games was just a phase, a honeymoon stage. The characters have become more comfortable with each other and their flaws have started protruding, and it's their flaws that actually get in the way and destroy the relationship. If you think about it, this element is actually not fictional. It's quite real. Look at your past or present romantic relationships. For the ones that failed, it was probably because you started seeing the true colors in the other person and went, nope. Or they saw your red flags and ran. Even your current partner may have flaws you wish they didn't have, such as they're too needy, they're forgetful, they're OCD, etc., etc., etc. 5. Rock bottom. The main character has hit rock bottom. The games have ended and they have lost the other person. They are now in the depths of the rabbit hole that they have been digging for themselves. Thankfully, there is no other place for them to go but up and out. But in order to do so, they must learn from their flaws. That's the point of hitting rock bottom. In a romance novel, this is when the main character realizes and accepts that they are actually in love with the other person. They actually need the love interest because that person makes them a better individual overall. And in order to have the other person, they may have to acknowledge the mistakes that they have made and accept the things that they cannot change. This is also very real. 6. Go back for the girl. This is also known as the grand gesture. And yes, it is exactly as it sounds. One person goes back for the other. In your boy-girl romance, the boy realizes that he loves the girl and cannot live without her. Therefore, he goes back for the girl. Of course, this does not have to be your boy-girl romance. Either way, the two characters confess their love for one another and all is well again. There is no longer a guessing game. Sadly, this is the most fictitious piece of a romance novel. But this is the piece that makes us all cry happy tears and root for your romance novels and rom-coms. And I say fiction because in reality, when we get upset with our partners, we seek out our safe place. That could be the bedroom, the closet, a friend's house, and the other person does not seek us out. They actually mope elsewhere and wait for us to go to them and apologize first. This again is why we cry happy tears at the go back for the girl moment in a romance novel and rom-com. Our partner does not know how to do this, only a fictitious character does. No wonder we write fiction. 7. Happily ever after. This is the resolution to the story. We get to see how the novel ends for the main character and the love interest. In the beginning, the hero was hopeless and miserable. But now they are happier than ever because things have turned up right for them. And they gained a boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, call it what you will, their happy ending. There may even be an epilogue here so the readers can see what happens to the characters after they lived happily ever after. Because who doesn't want to know what that looks like? In reality, a relationship doesn't end with a wedding. It actually progresses. Or fails, but we're talking about romance novels here, so let's stick with a happy ending. The character may be enjoying their new job promotion. They may be living in the new town they've been talking about. They may be traveling the world and enjoying life as well. The epilogue gives your readers a glimpse into how things are going for the main character to reassure them that all is well and they can cry happy tears now. In conclusion, writing a romance novel is actually a lot harder than it sounds. Every romance novel must have certain elements in order to be considered a romance novel. For instance, there must be a meet-cute between the two characters. They must be doomed to work together and have a happily ever after ending. As you write your romance novel, don't forget to include these elements and as always, have fun writing. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you'd like to see more tips and tricks, check out my other videos and I will see you there. Until then, take care. Bye.